Well, all right, here we are, Thursday, April 2nd, and this is going to be our little review of, I don't even know what, basically retaking the quiz, sort of just going back, looking at any mistakes you might have made, making sure you can understand this stuff, and hopefully getting a grade you want on that. So this might be a very short live stream, and that's okay, but I'll just say hello. I already typed it in there just because I wanted to see if I still could type, and I can. But also I wanted to just always just kind of do this, and just since many of you show up and ask questions and just see how I'm doing, I just wanted to just kind of keep this going, and yeah, just offer any answers to questions you might have. I could go back and look at old quizzes, or not quizzes, old practices from earlier this week or even last week. If you'd like, I could do whatever you like, whatever you want. That would be helpful to you. So that said, before I get too far into this, I will just kind of give you a little preview of what I've got. Like I said, originally I was planning on giving some sort of test by the end of this week. That's obviously changed. That's going to be moved more toward the middle or ending of next week, because as you can see, I added a new lab, Ohms Law CER lab. If you don't remember, CER means claim, evidence, reasoning. And so you will have to basically do a very similar, you're going to see a lot of similarities to the lab that we did a couple weeks ago, the Ohms Law summative lab. And basically what this is while the Ohms Law summative lab was sort of introductory, and it introduced you to the whole idea of Ohms Law, I didn't get a chance to obviously nail it home, or whatever the saying is. I didn't get a chance to really talk too much about it and really get all the nitty-gritty out of it, but the point of it was to be an introduction to the relationship between voltage, current, and resistance. And like I mentioned before several times, the relationship is, I mean, graphically, if you plot voltage versus current on a graph, then you get a straight line, and that straight line, if you find the slope of it, is the resistance of whatever you're sending the current through. And so that's where we got the equation, V equals I times R, or I equals V over R, or whatever. So that's where that all came from. And so the Ohms Law, the one we did a few weeks ago, was sort of an introduction and then a focus on writing a lab report, which most of you have done pretty well. And if you haven't gotten that in, to get it in, it will bring your grade up, especially if you're down. If you want to just make sure your grade is solidified to what it is, or you can bring it up a letter grade or whatever, it'll be very helpful to you. But this one now that I'm going to assign tomorrow, and honestly I'm kind of hesitating because I'm still working out some of the minor details before I assign it, is going to be more, can you make a claim and back it up with the evidence? So one of the honors teachers from West, Mr. Farias, he made a video of doing a similar experiment to what you guys did. And you're just going to have to basically make a claim. I believe it was, which of the resistors is 220 ohms of resistance. So you'll have to, based on the data, figure out which resistor is the target one, the question, the one in question. So that's a preview of things to come. And as you can see, it's going to take about 3 days I'm giving you. You break it up however you want. If you want to do it all in one go, you can. If you want to break it up into 3 days, you can. If you want to wait until the end and procrastinate, who's going to stop you? All right, that's your call. So that's where we're at. Okay, so I'll throw it out there. Are there any questions? Because that is my spiel for today. That's all I really have to say. Okay, except for obviously work through any of the practices and continue sending me questions if you have them. Well, this is a quick one then. Uh-oh, I just got an email, but no questions just yet. All right. Well, in that case, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday, and enjoy the nice, what am I saying? You can't go out. You go outside, maybe out your front door or back door, maybe open up some windows, I don't know. But in any way you can, I suppose, without seeing people or being too close to others. Enjoy the nice weather as best you can. Get out in the sun, just absorb it, just a little bit even. And you guys have a good afternoon, and stay safe and stay healthy.